Hey guys, John Velasco here with VR Source. So we're at the end of September here, and the fall signal's a busy time because the holiday season's right around the corner. But before all that gets underway, we're going to check out some of the best games you could find right now for the Oculus Rift. Before its release, Edge of Nowhere was easily one of the most anticipated games for the Oculus Rift. Now that it's out, it still remains an exciting game that has a near AAA quality to it. In the game, you play as Victor Howard on a journey to find his fiancée. There's frantic action, some light horror elements, and a pretty engaging story to help keep the whole thing moving along. Chronos was built from the ground up for VR and looks to be a pretty impressive title. This third-person RPG puts you on a quest to save your homeland and puts you within a vast labyrinth filled with puzzles, enemies, and plenty of challenges just around the corner. One of the most interesting aspects of the game is that each time your hero dies, they lose a year of their life. Other than that, this seems to be a somewhat typical action RPG, minus the fact that it's a VR experience. While many Rift games focus much more on the VR aspect as a way of integrating new gameplay elements, the Assembly takes a different approach. Featuring a darker, more dramatic theme than many of the games released so far, the Assembly tells a story of two characters within a shadow organization known as the Assembly. Its purpose and motivations are not clear, but what little the player knows is simple. The organization doesn't operate within government guidelines, or even within the realm of what society deems as normal. It's a first-person drama where the player makes decisions that affect their path, much like a visual novel. However, exploration is just as important. As the player, you will be able to explore delicately crafted environments, and because the game is designed to be a long-form narrative, there's no need to worry about it ending too quickly. The Assembly promises many hours of gripping storytelling and engaging gameplay. Damage Core is a first-person shooter with a storyline, unlike many of the VR shooters around. The VR shooters on VR have mainly focused on online gameplay, attention to detail with guns and graphics, and leaderboards. Otherwise, many of the VR shooters, even on this list, don't have a full-fledged story mode. Damage Core is a breakaway from the pack with a full-featured 10+ hour story mode. The story was written by Drew Holmes, who helped create and write the BioShock series. The dystopian future filled with robots that rebelled gives you hours of story, and also dozens of ways to play. The robots that rose up to take over the world were created by humans. Now, another humanoid creation made entirely from code is going to help save humanity. Conquering towering rock formations inspired by natural structures in North America, Europe, and Asia, the climb lets you solo rock climb the side of mountains from the comfort of your house. There is a multiplayer mode where you can compete with friends to get the highest score, or you can choose the tourist mode to explore at your own pace. The beautiful scenes and realistic areas will immerse you in dozens of locations around the world. While the game is intense with heights and precious spots, it's not sickening. The game isn't for the weak of heart, but if you're brave enough, you won't look back. So those are the best games for the Oculus Rift. This is the September edition, so if you guys want to learn about any of the titles I mentioned in this video, you could check them out on our website, VR Source, your source for all kinds of reality.